big audience out here. We need to start on time then. Who's that young lady right there with you?
That is Holly. She's our new girl. She's our new, our better Sheila.
Wait, she just started? Oh. And her name?
Holly Scott.
She from around here?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. She came from actually Berger's office.
Oh. What was she doing there? Legal assistant or something?
No, I think maybe just, I don't know what she's done also.
Copy runner.
Yeah, she's over in the annex building. Okay, let's go.
We got plenty. Meeting come to order, please. Is a roll call. Press your present button. Record it. Thank you. Staff announcements.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. We have a couple of announcements. I believe you have it in front of you, but I think at the last meeting I announced the second public involvement meeting for the Triune Special Area Study, and we were snowed out that night, so we had to reschedule, and it's now set for Tuesday, February 13th, 2018, from 6:30 to 8 at the Triune United Methodist Church. Sorry about that, but it was still pretty lousy that night travel-wise, and it's probably a good move. Secondly, we'd like to introduce a new employee who y'all be seeing from time to time, Holly Scott. She's come to work in our departments, and she will be part of our rotation of folks that help us out with the vote and the microphones and the like. But
good.
We're very happy to have her.
Welcome. Anything else?
No, sir, Mr. Chairman, I think that's pretty much it.
That's all?
Yes, sir.
Consideration of the minutes of January 11, 18. Any changes or corrections?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Whoops. I didn't get in there. Now record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Old business. I saw that a while ago. Agenda item 17. Under old business, final plat review for Homestead Valley large lot easement subdivision containing 4 lots on 47.5 acres located off of Heartland Road in the 8th voting district. Staff.
The property in question is approximately 48 acres in size and is located off Heartland Road, approximately 1/2 mile from Farmington Drive. The applicant is requesting approval of a large lot easement subdivision in order to create 4 lots, which will be the 2nd through 5th lots off an existing 50-foot ingress-egress utilities easement. At this time, staff recommends that action on this item be deferred until the March 8, 2018 meeting to allow sufficient time for staff to confirm water and sewer availability.
Motion to defer.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 18 under old business, site plan review for Page Middle School classroom addition on 24.60 acres located off of Arnold Road in the 5th voting district. Staff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The applicant is requesting approval of an addition to Page Middle School, which includes an approximately 51,500 square foot classroom addition and the reconfiguration of the parking lot and bus loading area. The future widening of Arnold Road has been taken into account as it relates to the associated access and drainage for the project, and the County Highway Department has been coordinating with the applicant on these plans. The property in question is approximately 25 acres in size and is located on Arnold Road. Adjoining parcels range in size from 5 acres to 30 acres and are used for agricultural or residential purposes. Water service is provided by Millcrofton Utility District, and wastewater is handled by a private sand filter system. Staff has received confirmation from the Williamson County School System that the wastewater system can accommodate the proposed use. All zoning ordinance requirements have been met, including the specific requirements associated with educational facilities. The submitted landscaping plan has been reviewed and approved by staff. The site plan is in order, and therefore staff recommends approval of the site plan. One additional item, Mr. Chairman, we have received confirmation from the Highway Department that they have approved the plans.
Thank you, sir. Any questions of staff? Comments? Anyone? Motion made and seconded. Thank you. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Agenda item 19 under old business, heirs of Hazel Moss large lot easement subdivision containing 5 lots on 75.07 acres located off Oscar Green Road in the 1st voting district. Staff?
The property in question is approximately 75 acres in size and is located off Green Chapel Road, approximately 3/4 miles south of Pinewood Road. The applicant is requesting approval of a large lot easement subdivision in order to create 5 lots off a new 50-foot ingress-egress utilities easement. At this time, staff recommends that action on this item be deferred until the March 8th, 2018 meeting to allow the applicant additional time to address all requirements.
Thank you, sir. Motion to defer. Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Back to our consent agenda. Anyone on the commission wishing to pull an item for separate discussion, please say so now or we'll take it as a whole. Anyone? None? Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll begin with Chardonnay, Section 8, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $165,000. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 6 months and begin the process for final release of the bond. Item 4, Clovercroft Preserve, Wastewater Area, Performance Bond for Landscaping, $28,750. Recommendation, reduce to maintenance amount of $8,600 for a period of 6 months. Item 5, Hart's Landmark, Maintenance Bond for Water, $20,600. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 1 year and allow for early review if the applicant completes the punch list. Item 6, Kings Chapel, Section 3C, Performance Bond for Wastewater Collection System, $12,500. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 7, Lookaway Farms, Section 1, Performance Bond for Landscaping, $44,825. Recommendation, reduce to maintenance amount of $13,500 for a period of 6 months. Item 8, Lookaway Farms, Section 1, Maintenance Bond for Water, $60,000. Recommendation, defer until the August 2018 meeting. Item 9, Lookaway Farms, Section 1, Performance Bond for Wastewater Collection System, $282,000. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 10, Lookaway Farms, Section 1, Performance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $493,000. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 11, New Approach School of Jewelry Arts, Performance Bond for Landscaping, $20,600. Recommendation, reduce to maintenance the amount of $6,180 for a period of 6 months. Item 12, Silverstream Farm, Section 4E, Performance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $105,000. Recommendation, convert to maintenance the amount of $65,000 for a period of 1 year. Item 13, Stag's Leap, Section 2A, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $62,000. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 6 months and begin the process for final release of the bond. Item 14, Stag's Leap, Section 2B, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $69,000. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 6 months and begin the process for final release of the bond. Item 15, Stag's Leap, Section 3B, Maintenance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $114,000. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 6 months and begin the process for final release of the bond. Item 16, Weatherford Estates, Maintenance Bond for Water, $12,500. Recommendation, extend in current amount for a period of 6 months.
Thank you, sir. Questions of concept? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Under non-residential site plans, a non-residential site plan review for Grace Chapel non-traditional wastewater treatment and disposal system on 167.92 acres located off South Hall Road in the 9th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A revised site plan for a non-traditional wastewater treatment and disposal system serving Grace Chapel and Grace Christian Academy, which is housed on church grounds, was approved by this body at the October 2014 meeting. The system has been constructed and is currently in operation. The applicant is now requesting revised site plan approval in order to make modifications to the existing disposal system to accommodate a new sanctuary and the pastor's study. A new treatment plant and associated components will also be constructed to accommodate the new high school, which was approved in February 2017 and is slated to utilize the existing wastewater disposal system. A revised development design report and detailed soils investigation report have been submitted by the applicant and reviewed by the county's consultant, who is recommending approval of the site plan. Site plan is in order and staff recommends approval. Upon completion of the modifications to the existing disposal system and the construction of the new treatment system, and prior to the issuance of a zoning certificate and operation of said systems, the applicant shall provide the following: a letter from TDEC indicating said systems were installed and are functioning. Number 2, as-built drawings showing the location of all system components and a sealed certification letter from the design engineer indicating that said systems were constructed in accordance with the approved construction plans and specifications. Number 3, a letter from the owner/utility provider indicating that it has accepted said system and is currently operating same. And number 4, posting of a performance bond for the expansion of the existing disposal system and the new treatment facilities in the amount of $232,500.
Thank you, sir. Questions of staff? Comments? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prayer to vote. Vote now. Record it. Please. What? Motion carries. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. The concept plans. The concept plan review for Barnsley subdivision containing 19 lots on 30 acres located off Tullis Road in the 4th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The property in question is roughly 30 acres in size and is located on Tullis Road, approximately 1/2 mile south of Clovercroft Road. Daventry subdivision, which was approved by this body in September of 2016, borders the site to the south and east. A non-traditional wastewater treatment and disposal system was initially approved to serve Daventry and was later approved to serve this development as well. Because this project borders Daventry and is being developed by the same owner, staff has discussed with the applicant an alternative design which would allow this proposed development to be accessed directly from Daventry instead of introducing another curb cut on Tullis Road. Staff feels this alternative design would be preferable from an access management standpoint and would also help preserve the potential for a future realignment of one of the sharp curves located on Tullis Road near where the additional entrance is currently proposed. The applicant has agreed to explore this option and therefore is requesting a deferral until the March 2018 meeting. Staff concurs with this request.
Thank you, sir. Motion to defer. Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Come on, thing. Record it.
No, Brian again.
Who's out? Oh. Grief. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 22 under preliminary plats. Preliminary plat review for Kings Chapel Phase 8 revised, containing 53 lots on 38 acres located off Murfreesboro Road in the 5th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A preliminary plat for this phase of the development was approved in October 2014. The applicant is now requesting to revise the preliminary plat of this phase to remove the community clubhouse, increase the number of lots from 51 to 53, and dedicate 2 areas of open space. This phase is consistent in layout to that shown on the revised site plan. Access to this phase will be through the existing development entrance on Highway 96. A second entrance is shown on the overall site plan and will be constructed in conjunction with future phases. As identified in the site plan review, a number of items are to be addressed at this juncture, including submission of roads, drainage, and erosion control plans and approval by TDEC, the county's consultant, and staff of all required wastewater treatment and disposal systems, all of which have been sufficiently addressed. The applicant has requested a right-of-way width of 40 feet for all roads within the development. Staff supports this request. Plat is in order, and staff recommends approval of the preliminary plat as well as the requested right-of-way width. The following must be addressed in conjunction with final plat consideration. Number 1, payment of traffic mitigation funds is outlined in the September 2008 letter from the county's traffic engineering consultant. Number 2, establishment of performance bonds for roads, drainage, and erosion control. Number 3, establishment of a performance bond for wastewater improvements in favor of Millcrofton Utility District. Number 4, establishment of appropriate performance bond for the wastewater treatment and/or collection system. Number 5, prior to final plat approval of more than 191 lots total within the development, the new access to State Route 96 shall be constructed. Said access shall provide for 2 exit lanes, 1 entrance lane from State Route 96, and a minimum of 50 feet storage capacity for each exit lane. Number 6, prior to final plat approval of more than 191 lots total within the development, an eastbound left turn lane shall be constructed at the new access entrance and shall have a minimum of 125 feet of storage space. Additionally, said turn lane shall conform to AASHTO or TDOT guidelines, whichever is more restrictive. Said design shall be subject to TDOT approval. Number 7, execution of a stormwater maintenance agreement and submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And number 8, providing 2 copies of the approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plan Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the final plat.
Thank you, sir. Questions of staff? Comments? Don? I did see.
Capacity, is that, they feel that's sufficient off of 96?
The 50-foot storage capacity was agreed upon when the original site plan came in and has carried over since then.
So you feel comfortable with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, comments?
Move to accept staff's recommendation.
Motion made and seconded. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 23, preliminary plat for Falls Grove, Phase 5, containing 31 lots on 25 acres located off of Udaly Covington Road in the 5th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A site plan for this development was approved at the September 2005 meeting. The applicant is now requesting preliminary plat approval for the 5th phase of development, which consists of 31 lots and approximately 13 acres of open space. The preliminary plat is consistent in layout with that depicted on the site plan. The applicant requested a variance for the cul-de-sac length at the time of site plan approval. As the proposed cul-de-sac length is consistent with that depicted on the approved site plan, staff is in support of this request. Staff recommends approval of this preliminary plat. In conjunction with final plat consideration, the following items must be addressed. Number 1, establishment of a performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control. Number 2, establishment of a performance bond for water improvements in favor of Millcrofton Utility District. Number 3, establishment of a performance bond for the wastewater collection system. Number 4, submission of landscaping plans and establishment of a performance bond for landscaping. Number 5, execution of a stormwater maintenance agreement and submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And number 6, submission of an approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plan Coordinate System prior to the signature and the recording of the plat.
Thank you, ma'am. Questions of staff? Comments? Suggestions?
Move we accept staff's recommendation.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item last, final plat. Item 24, St. James Large Lot Easement Subdivision containing 9 lots on 71 acres located off Paytonsville-Arno Road in the 2nd Voting District. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The subject property is approximately 70 acres in size and is located off Paytonsville-Arno Road, approximately 1 mile from both Arno-Allisona Road and Cool Springs Road. The applicant is requesting approval of a large lot easement subdivision in order to create 5 lots off a new 50-foot ingress-egress utilities easement and 4 lots with frontage on existing public road frontage. At this time, staff recommends that action on this item be deferred until the March 8, 2018 meeting to allow the applicant additional time to address all requirements.
Thank you, sir. Motion to defer.
So moved.
Did I hear a couple of seconds there? Thank you. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. That was agenda item last. Is there a motion to adjourn? We are adjourned. Thank you.